Hello students, I'm Rashmi Vadva, Assistant Professor of Sant and Institute of Technology and Management, Gurgaon from ETCE department. Now today's topic is controllers. This is your 18th lecture and this topic is from unit number 2. Basically, what do you mean by controllers? Controllers determines the value of control variable, compare the actual value to the desired value, and determines the deviation and produce a control signal that will reduce the deviation to zero or a smallest possible value. This is basically a automatic controller, and the method by which we are controlling by which the automatic controller produce the control signal is called as control action. So controller may be uh, hydraulic, electromechanical, or electronic type. This is depend upon the our requirement. Basically, a controller is a consist of an error detector and a amplifier. The measuring element is a device which converts the output variable to another variable, just say displacement, pressure, electrical signal, which can be used for comparing the output to the reference input signal. The set point of a controller must be converted to reference input of the same units as feedback signal from the measuring element. Basically, in controller there is a error detector and amplifier. In error detector, two incomings are coming, that is a reference input and one from the transducer or any other measuring element, and from an amplifier the output goes to actuator, and the input coming from the measuring element from the plant. So basically there are the three types of controller: proportional controller, proportional integral, and proportional derivative, and their combination also in this video. Proportional controller: in a controller with the proportional control action, there is a continuous linear relationship between output of the controller and a equating error signal is called is the purpose of proportional controller. Basically, proportional controller produce an output which is proportional to an error signal. So output is a UT, that is directly proportional to ET error signal. To remove the this proportionality, we use K constant. Apply the Laplace transform on both sides. UT Laplace is US and ET Laplace transform is ES. US by ES is KP. This is the transfer function of the proportional controller is KP. US is the Laplace transform of the accounting signal UT, and ES is the Laplace transform of the error signal ET. AP is the proportionality constant. So this is the diagram for the proportional controller. This is your RS input, ES is your error signal, KP is this subproportional controller, GS is the gain of the system, US is the equating signal, CS is the output of the signal, and from the output goes into the this adder. The proportional controller is used to change the transient response as per the requirement. So this is all about the proportional controller. Basically, this KP is also known as proportional gain or proportional sensitivity. Now come to the proportional derivative or a derivative controller. A derivative controller is a controller in which the action of the output of the controller depend upon the rate of change of activating error signal ET. Basically, which is the mathematically relationship is UT is equals to KD DET by DT. ET का differentiation with respect to T and KD is a constant. It is a derivative gain constant. So apply the Laplace transform both the sides. Ut's Laplace transform is us and et's Laplace transform is es, and then us by es is kd into s. The transfer function of the derivative controller is kds, and kd is a derivative constant, or sometimes it is derivative gain constant. And the block diagram for the kds, this is the same as the above. RS is the input, ES is the error signal, US is a output from KDS, that is a Laplace of equating signal input, GS is a gain of the transfer function, and CS is the output. The derivative controller is used to make the unstable control system into a stable one. So ये जो हमारा derivative है, ये तब हमारा यूज होता है जब हमें एक अनस्टेबल कंट्रोल सिस्टम को स्टेबल में यूज करना होता है. और ऊपर मैंने बताया था कि डेरिवेटिव कंट्रोलर, प्रोपोर्शनल कंट्रोलर कब यूज होता है, जब हमें ट्रांजिएंट रिस्पॉन्स को चेंज करना होता है एज पर द रिक्वायरमेंट. नाउ कम टू द इंटीग्रल कंट्रोलर. What do you mean by integral controller? An integral controller is a controller in which the integral control action, the output of the controller is changed at a rate which is proportional to the equating signal et. So the controller output produce an output which is an integral of error signal ut is equals to k I e t, इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ e t dt. तो ut का लैपलास ट्रांसफॉर्म हो जाएगा us, et का लैपलास ट्रांसफॉर्म होगा es. So ki into में es by में s, when we are taking the integration का लैपलास, then es by s हो जाएगा. Then es us by es is equals to ki by s. Therefore the transfer function of the integral controller is ki by s, and ki is a integral constant, and for this the block diagram is rs same as input, es equating signal, error signal, ki by s, this is my integral control action, g is a gain, cs is output, and us is a Laplace transform of the equating signal. And the integral controller is used to decrease the steady state error. जो हमें steady state error decrease करना हो तो इंटीग्रल ले लो, जब हमें अनस्टेबल सिस्टम को सिस्टम स्टेबल सिस्टम में लेना हो तो डेरिवेटिव ले लो, और जब हमें ट्रांजिएंट रिस्पांस चेंज करना हो सिस्टम का तो हमारा प्रोपोर्शनल कंट्रोलर ले लो. नाउ come to their combinations. Let us discuss about the combination of their basic controllers. So proportional derivative controller, अब हमने डेरिवेटिव और कंट्रोलर दोनों को ऐड कर दिया है. तो proportional derivative controller produce an output which is a combination of the outputs of the proportional and derivative controllers, or when a derivative control action is added in the series to the proportional control action, then this combination is known as proportional derivative control action. Mathematically we can represent it ut is equals to kp et plus kd, differentiation of et with respect to t, Laplace transform of both the side, et का es हो जाएगा and det by dt का हो जाएगा s into es, es दोनों में से कॉमन ले लेंगे, us by es is equals to kp into kd into s. So the transfer function of the proportional derivative controller is kp plus kd into s, and the block diagram for the feedback closed loop control system along the derivative controller is this one. See, same whole diagram is same, just here it is a combination. अभी तक हम यहाँ पे kp या kd ही ले रहे थे. This is now the combination of kp plus kd, that is kp plus kd into s. So rs is again input, cs is output, gs is a gain of the transfer function, us is a error signal, equating signal, es is the error signal. So this proportional derivative controller is used when to improve the stability of the control system without affecting the steady state error. जब हमने steady state error को नहीं हिलाना तो हमें stability improve करनी हो तो ये मेरा use होता है. Next is proportional integral controller. The combination of a proportional and an integral control action is known as or refers to a proportional plus integral control action. So proportional integral control action produce an output which is a combination of the output of the proportional and integral controllers. So ut is equals to kp et plus में ki into में integration of et dt and integration limits is 0 to t. And so Laplace transform both the side, et का es हो जाएगा and integration of et is es by s. तो us by es is equals to kp plus ki upon में s. The transfer function of the proportional integral controller is kp plus ki by s. And the block diagram for this is the along with the proportional integral control, that is kp plus ki by s. Now this is the proportional plus integral control action. This controller is used when there is a decrease, is used to decrease the steady state error without affecting the स्टेबिलिटी. ऊपर वाला था स्टेबिलिटी के लिए विदाउट अफेक्टिंग द स्टडी स्टेट एरर, इसमें स्टडी स्टेट एरर को डिक्रीज कर रहे हैं विदाउट अफेक्टिंग द स्टेबिलिटी. नाउ कम टू द प्रोपोर्शनल इंटीग्रल डेरिवेटिव. अब हमने तीनों को ऐड कर दिया, प्रोपोर्शनल प्लस इंटीग्रल प्लस डेरिवेटिव कंट्रोल एक्शन. So the combination of the proportional plus integral plus derivative control action is called PID. It is also called as PID. So the controller is called a three action controller, and proportional integral derivative controller produce an output which is a combination of the output, proportional, derivative and integral. So which is equals to ut is equals to kp into et plus में ki integration of et dt plus में kd into differentiation of et. So Laplace transform both the sides, kp et का transform es, integration of et dt is s es upon में s. So es बाहर common ले लिया and its derivation, its Laplace transform is s into ds. So es common ले लिया. So us by es is equals to kp plus ki upon में s plus में kd into s. Therefore, the transfer function of the proportional integral derivative controller is kp ki plus kd into s. And the block diagram for this is the unity negative feedback closed loop control system along with the proportional integral derivative control, that is kp plus ki upon में s plus kd into s into में gs. Same, rs is the input, gs is cs is the output, gs is a transfer function transfer function of the system, gain of the system, sorry. So es is an error signal, us is the activating signal output in the Laplace transform. And this proportional plus integral plus derivative plus control action is used to improve the stability of the control system as to and to decrease the steady state error. So students, this is all about the controllers. Three controllers are there: proportional controller, integral and derivative, and their combination. पेपर में एक या दो questions derivative controllers के आती हैं, and it is also important for exam, competitive exams, PI, PD, the constant forms, their relationship with PI is in relationship with PD. So the combination of all this is very important. So अगर कोई भी doubt हो तो आप you are free to ask. Thank you students. Thank you so much.